Ashon. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abu Michael Danjuma. I'm your host today on Emery TV. And today, we're discussing a very interesting topic. You know, it's easy to throw stones at a glass house. It's easy to throw stones and put blames on people. But have you ever imagined being in their shoe? Imagine what it looks like to be a president for one
Be
day.
that shit, that is correct.
Oh, imagine what it looks like to be in their shoe for one day. So today we're going to discuss something very interesting and intriguing. You can join us on the comment section and tell us what you would do if you were just made a president for one day. So imagine being the president of Nigeria one day and being in charge of 200 million plus people. You know, Nigeria is a very beautiful place and filled with people of different character, attitude, and what have you. Now imagine, what will it be like? What would be your first move? Our president said he will kick the ground running.
That's the language.
Yeah, that's what he said, and I think we are on the race, right? So, imagine yourself being the president of Nigeria. What are those things you think you can do differently to avoid the situation which we are now?
No, you know what? Sometimes we read in Lagos, students, one day governor. I don't know whether you read of those. Yes, one day governor. The governor of this Lagos. I think that was. Which of the governor was that? Is it Fashola? Abi? Which of the governor again? So the governor left this one day. The governor. The governor left the seat, and the student was the governor for one day. He signed files and signed papers and made recommendations. No, you can look at the euphoria, the happiness of being the governor for that day. You can see how the lot of things that will go with that child. Now, on a serious note, to be the president of Nigeria, most times we criticize those in power. Yeah, sure. We criticize them, knock them, say many things about them. But we don't know what they face while there. When they are going, the biggest thing is that when they are campaigning for election, as the election is coming up now, they make a lot of promises. I will do this, I will do this. Like the sitting president said something that people will have power, lights today everywhere. That was one promise he made. But now, Asorok is using a solar power.
Yeah. So I we are looking at the solar being
yes, now using solar when they say we give us power. People are surprised that you that promise us power. Now you're using solar and the Asorok. It's a funny system.
Very funny.
Now, to be a president is a prestigious of. You know, is the most prestigious office in the everyone can hold.
First citizen of the country.
First citizen of Nigeria. Any word you make from your mouth, powerful. You say, you say something, soldier, go and do this. Soldiers will run and do it. You just make a statement. People do it. Just imagine when President Tinubu was, the day he was to be sworn in, he made a statement where he said, subsidy is gone.
And it tripled the price of fuel.
Immediately, the price of fuel rose up. Power, all these people in charge of fuel, the price rose up. Even fuel was being hoarded at that time. Because just a single statement, a president, that will tell you the power of the president. Now, if I were the president, what would I do differently? I mean, no, to be frank with you, I'm a personality of myself. I can't be like you, neither I cannot be like the city president there right now. Yeah. But first of all, one, corruption, and what to say again, must be fired. For me, salary. People in government, they after money too much. I don't reason like that. I reason, what do you want to do with this money even? Some people are so worthy that the whole of this complex, if you put your money there, I don't want to mention anybody's name. If you put money there, they have a lot of money. They were formerly governors, they were former senators, they were former this, they were former that, former this. They have made so much money, but they are still running for offices. So now, for me, one thing I would do is to reduce salaries of those big office holders. Senator salary must be reduced. Rep salary must be reduced. Ministers must be reduced. President's salary must be reduced. Governors salary must be reduced. Then again, make the salary public. What is it? How much is my salary? My salary is 5 million naira per month. Announce it. Yes. Let people know. There's so much suspicion about how much money these people receive. We don't know. So you see the media people like us, we say different things because we are speculating. Nobody is telling us how much, but the civil servant salary, we know them. So, first of all, I will tell the people the amount of salary I receive that is accrued to the president of a nation like Nigeria. Then the salary of every elective officer should be made public. Not the one we are speculating now. It should be public. And if it is too large, bring it down. Very important. So that all the money they are paying there, is so imagine somebody going home with 20 million a month, 30 million a month. And then civil servants, give them 100K. They say there is no money. Can you imagine? They say there is no money. Some of these civil servants have 5 children, 6 children. They are training in schools. But these our leaders up there, their children, they even fly them abroad to go and train. Their children don't school in Nigeria. They fly their children abroad to go and train. They pay these people honorary as useless as 100K in this present Nigeria. They will tell you there is no money. Governors will say there is no money. But the governors, they say how much is their salary? It's so big.
Yeah, all right. You know, if I leave it, there's so much to talk. I'll get back to you. But before I get back to you, let's talk. What will you do differently? What aspects of the Nigerian economy will you touch differently? What method will you apply differently if you were made a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for just one day?
It's a very big question, but there is an answer to that every question. If I were to be the president of Nigeria for one day, number one, I will check every officer, every elective office. Everybody will submit his or her bank statement, and then we'll checkmate how much is in your account. If it's more than a particular amount, will give you that amount that is stipulated for you. Then the rest goes to the public fund. That is one thing. Then secondly, we'll not talk about our natural resources, those things that can generate money for the country. We'll not talk about how we can make use of them. We can process them and then put them into the market for financial for it to generate money. And then apart from that, we talk about power, because when there is no light in a place, when there is no a particular place is not light up, there is darkness, and darkness, you cannot strive in darkness. So we'll not talk about power. We'll not talk about how we'll have a standard light. Just imagine Nigeria, that is, I was told a particular country in Africa very close to us here, Nigeria do supply them light, and we, the suppliers, we are in darkness. Just imagine. We will not handle such issue and other related issues that will, number one, benefit the nation, number two, benefit the masses. It will benefit the financial strength of the nation, then it will benefit the masses, the poor masses. That is what I will do if I were to be
Thank you very much.
president of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. So, sir, it came to my mind to ask, do you think that there is something P2B had in mind for Nigeria differently from what we are seeing currently?
Look, Peter Obi, all of us have been in Nigeria. In 2023, 2022, when the campaign was very hot, we saw the crowd that followed Peter Obi. It was thick. And everybody believed that with the crowd, with the massive crowd across the country, even from the north, east, west, everybody was Peter Obi. It was a big one. The first day he made the announcement of campaigning for presidency, the comment section of I think it was Punch Paper, I saw it, everything was good about Peter Obi. That means, I said this man will be a good president of Nigeria. One of his campaign was to make Nigeria a productive country, not a consuming country. That one thing, it's an Igbo man. Exactly. Those men have the mentality of production, creating things where they are not, where things are not. that was one thing he said, that it will make Nigeria a country where there's production and not just import, and then consume and spend money. I mean, by so doing, it will create money. Because when you produce, you now sell. Yes. Now, but we are just buying. We're not selling. So that was one special area of Peter B. So it will make Nigeria where things are produced, not where things are consumed. You waste money buying. Money does not come. It goes out because you're only buying.
Exactly.
So with that, so if Peter B were Nigeria president, that area would have changed the economic face of Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Do you think that Tinubu is actually, because for me, I think during the campaign of Mr. Peter Obi, he brought to light a lot of events and some secrets that normally Nigerians don't check. Like most times, he brought out how the funds are being distributed to the local government. He brought out how the funds are being distributed to the state. Most at the time, when we have crisis in our states, in our local government, in our constituencies, we tend to channel the blame towards the president. What are the roles of the governors? What are the roles of the local government chairmen? What are the roles of the senators? What are the roles of the people that are representing us in Abuja? Because we actually bring these people to be our mouthpiece, but you hardly find any time that we have an issue in Nigeria and they are blaming them. Is it that their office is not effective? Is it that they are just there to collect the salary? Is it that they are not doing their, or they are doing their job? They need. What is the role of these people? Because we have different.
I understand your point. I've got your point.
Yeah.
Now, just give me time to talk, eh?
Yeah.
Let me start from the two offices in Abuja. National Assembly, let me the senators and reps.
Yeah.
One, the major function of reps and senators is to make laws. Irrespective of the salary they receive, is to make laws, and we are following the laws they make. They make law, they do what is called oversight function. That means, oversight means they monitor agencies to see that they comply with the law setting them up. That is oversight function. Then they make law, they enact laws, bills, they pass bills and bills becoming laws. The presidency sign them. That's why you see them setting up all the agencies. That's one of the functions of the rep and senator. Yeah. Then there's what is called constituency funds. They give them money on a yearly basis. I mean, senators and reps, they give them money on a yearly basis to go and develop their area of where they are representing. Senators to develop their area, the reps to develop their area. Even the National Assembly, the State Assembly, that's why they give them money to develop their area. But there are some of them, that's why they give very small. You see some of them buying things for the people like that. Some do those things. That is senator and reps, okay. Yeah. Then some use the money, some come and construct roads, do things for the people, buy vehicle, buy car, some construct roads, some construct boreholes, some construct water, some give some people, some of the area light, like this solar light. Some of them do these things for their people. Now, let's come to the governors. Ordinarily, most times, every issue we blame president. Yeah. That is not correct. Very, very wrong. I must stress on this. Governors are to blame more, even more than the president. Yes. Now listen to me. Why did I say so? Presidency sent a lot of money to the states. Yes. Presidency sent a lot of money to the state. President cannot send money to the state directly to me and you. Yes. He must send it to the governor. Yes. And as far as he's sending the money, he's believing that the governor will use the money for the people. But sometimes when presidency send money, governor will never announce it. I'm not saying our state governor generally. So governor will never announce it that some money was sent to the states. They will keep it. Yes. Then again, if some of them use a portion of the money, I say a portion of the money, for that people, they may not even say it's the money from the presidency. They will say it is the money. When there's a crisis in some state, presidency will send money. It must come through the state governors and not to a private person. Most of them do not bring these monies out to take care of the needs of their people. So, my dear, to be frank with you, 60% of the blame is in the hands of the governors. Yes. Then 40% is in the president. So a lot of challenges that the presidency, the governor are supposed to handle, they are not doing it because they are hiding, they are pushing all the blame to the president. That is a fallacy.
All right. You know, there's for us to round up, before we round up, I want to quickly say something. During P2B's campaign, he made mention of something. He said that when the head is corruption free, that the subordinate will be scared to be corrupt. So I can't really rephrase this word, but I hope you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, if the presidency actually send out these funds to the state governors, I think that there are people or persons or agency responsible for monitoring these funds, that these funds are being used to do the project that they are meant for. Because if the presidency is effective, if the presidency is working, then the governor too ought to be working. We have several instances during the time of Obasanjo where he called some governors over. I heard and I read some news, probably because I was very young then, that the president called over the governor and said, "This governor, this thing is happening in your state. Go and fix this is happening." So what role do you think that the president has in checkmating the activities of the state governor to ensure that the funds that are allocated to them are being used for the purpose of which these funds are being allocated?
Now listen to me, These governors, they are also elected as the president. So it's just because of, like the River State matter now, because of the nature of that state, that's why the president declared the emergency on that state. But other governors, they have immunity. All governors, not other governors, all governors and the president, they have immunity. That means you cannot arrest them, you cannot probe them, you cannot take them to prison, you can't do anything until they leave the office. Because of the immunity they have, they can do anything. EFCC cannot arrest them. Yes. SPC cannot arrest them. Just in my kind of powers somebody has. Wow. You cannot do me anything. Even though I steal the money in your presence like this, you cannot do me anything. That is that immunity clause. If it is removed, you will see there's chaos everywhere. Yes. They will come to order. So presidents can only talk. Please use this money for this thing. Having said that, when the money comes to them, it is what they want, they will do.
This topic, this subject is very interesting, and I would love to have continued, but because of our time, I'm going to cut it here. So, in a summary, what we are saying is, being a president is a role, but there are other roles. There's a governor, there's a senator, there's a representative in your constituencies. There are people around there that are given the power to and the funds to actually make some projects come alive. Hold them responsible. It's your right. It's not free money. It's not coming from their pocket. It's taxpayer money. So when next you see your governor, ask your governor about the money that is being sent forth instead of shining your teeth with them. I know this topic is so interesting and you will love us to continue. We will do the part 2 of this topic, definitely. But for now, I remain Abu Michael Danjuma. Peace out.
Ask your